Welcome to another episode of the Butterfly Mindset Podcast.
Left late night, what a mess. We woke up and we're still obsessed. Can't keep it straight night and day. We keep it classy, still we stay.
Welcome to another episode of the Butterfly Mindset Podcast. Today, I have my good friend, Kina DeSantis. Thank you so much for being here.
Sorry, do you want me to look there, or there?
Right here.
Okay. Just that I asked right
talk.
in the beginning.
I just do the intro
Okay.
straight on, and then everything else is you and I talking.
Okay, cool. That's easy.
So, super excited to have you on. I think we've been trying to do this for like 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I think it started with an Instagram DM, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Which actually I'm more excited that we're doing it now versus earlier because like I've been able to see like a lot of your growth.
Yeah.
With your independent, with you, with where you're at, 30 under 30 recipient, like all of this, like it's really cool. So, absolute powerhouse in real estate.
Thank you.
And the cool part is you haven't been in real estate for a long time.
Not a ton of time. I sold my first house in May 2020.
Yeah.
Right after the pandemic hit. And then first team, started as a solo agent, had a team at Compass, and then launched my own brand with Side in 2023.
So when did you get your license? During COVID?
So I was working in tech before real estate.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm actually my whole background is in startups and tech, VC, angel investing. So my background has nothing to do with real estate other than my family was investing in multifamily when I was growing up. So I would go with my dad to apartments to collect rent when I was a kid and just see what was going on. And I just wanted financial freedom.
Yeah.
So after college, I worked with different angel groups, learned a lot about systems operations, was running operations at a tech company in Newport, Irvine area. And then I'm we need to make more money faster. Yeah. So I'm I'll just get my real estate license on the side. Real estate's easy. How hard could it be? I'll represent myself.
Of course.
Of course. And so I got my license. And I had my license right before 2020. I was doing open houses. I had no idea about leads, systems, anything to do with it. And then when the pandemic hit, I sold my first house and I'm I get it. I could do this.
Yeah.
I started posting on TikTok. And that's how I met all of my first clients.
Wow. So what was that? Because you get a lot of leads from social media. That's the majority of your business, right?
So to date, we've done 300 million in sales to literal date to this month.
Hell yeah.
And then I would say at least 200, maybe 225, 250, maybe 225 is all from TikTok, Instagram, social media. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So did you know that's how you're gonna get how did that work? Was that a plan that you strategized, or was it just it just started happening and you leaned into it? What is that?
That it happened. I leaned into it. So I had all of these failed startups in college. I threw a bunch of shit at the wall and a bunch of it didn't stick.
Yeah.
But I went through the process of failure over and over again. So I knew what it was like to fail and rebuild. So I got good at building things quickly.
Yeah.
And understanding that you need systems in place.
Yeah.
I'm a big systems person. I happen to be in real estate, right? I could probably be in a lot of other industries and be just as happy and fulfilled. I sold my first house, started posting on TikTok every single day. I met somebody he wasn't even qualified to buy, but she had commented and she was in Tustin where I was located. And I'm this is crazy.
Yeah.
I can do this. So I just started posting every single day. I edited 2 videos and then I hired my 17-year-old cousin to help me edit and film videos, and we just kept going.
But what are you posting? At this time, what were you posting?
Okay, so those videos that you see where it's what X dollar amount gets you in X city?
Yeah. I
was the first one who really posted those every single day. I don't know if I've ever seen one that was posted before I started posting those, but my thought was all of these houses are marketing opportunities.
Yeah.
Every single listing is a marketing opportunity.
Yeah.
And people aren't really using it like that. So I was doing house tours.
Interesting. And is that the majority of your content now?
It's still a lot of our content, but it's a little different. So there's a lot of really cool like social media realtors. There's dozens of them out there, right? Like famous superstar social media realtors. They're always they're not necessarily in the business of only selling homes. So I made a conscious decision in the beginning that I wasn't just going to focus on like being an influencer or being famous.
Yeah.
I made a decision that I wanted to focus on like, how can I drive revenue?
Yeah.
You know? And a lot of the posts that people were doing were to get famous versus to get clients.
Yeah.
Both of those are good options. If you want to get famous, you can do brand deals. You can do all these other things. You can go on a TV show. And that's great. That's not what I wanted, though. I just wanted to help clients. So I toned my content down a little bit. Instead of being super flashy and cool, I focused more on explaining information and like, I focus more on like the actual communication and education behind real estate in Southern California. So for example, like if you're scrolling on social media, you're going to see at least 5 or 10 realtors. The second you look at a house tour, a dozen of them are going to show up. So when I actually get a call from my client, they're like, hey, listen, you know, I follow all these realtors, but like you're the one who I connected with. And then I know I'm like, oh, perfect. It's like product market fit if you're from the tech realm, you know, exactly. PMF. And it's great because then those clients, they find me on an algorithm. They know how I communicate. They want to work with me. They want to work with my team. And then from there, we're, you know, building a whole community of closed clients.
I have so much I want to go to from like background, but I want to still lean in on this. So when these clients come in, so let's say they're scrolling, they see social media. How are they coming in? Are they just calling you directly, or are they like, do you have now, you're a systems person. So like, do you have a system that like they're sending a message and then it goes into your CRM? Like, what does that look like? Yeah.
So we do try to automate a lot, but I find that like the human touch is still really helpful. Yeah. So everybody who follows me, they get a DM. If they're an agent, they get a DM that says, we'd love to work with you one day. And optimizing for referrals and building the agent network. If they're a potential client, you know, it's like, how can we help you? You want a guide? What can we do for you?
So you have a person doing that? A person,
yeah.
So they basically see, this person followed me. Now
and they categorize them. Yeah.
That's interesting.
So it's not automated, right? It's like a human person.
Yeah, well, because you have to have, I mean, maybe not in the near future with AI, right? But like right now you have to, because you have to see what the person does, right?
Exactly. People usually like book calls on my calendar. I'll get like a couple people who just use my Calendly link. I'll get emails or like their friend bought a home with us and they'll set up a group chat.
Oh, wow. So you have your Calendly link on your social and then you just let them book times
exactly
to have a consultation. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah. Easy.
So I want to go back before you had mentioned you had a bunch of startups that you were trying to figure out how to do. You were throwing stuff at the wall. Like, what were some of those things?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I was in high school, I did this thing called Startup Weekend. Have you heard of it? Mm-mm. So Startup Weekend was this like 54-hour event. You'd go on a Friday afternoon all the way until Sunday night, and you'd meet a group of people. They'd pitch ideas. You'd partner up for a project, and then you guys would work together all weekend. That's and you'd pitch to judges at the end. So I did that like a bunch of times in high school.
Wow.
Like I was like driving to San Diego, sleeping on my grandma's couch. Like, can I do this event? My parents were like, yeah, skip school for that. No problem. And it was great.
Wow, that's amazing.
My family's long lines of entrepreneurs on both sides.
Okay.
So that was great. And so I met this group of people and we won. And the idea, I can't even remember what it was, but we ended up saying, hey, we should work on something else together. And I actually have to tell you, like, I would never do a business like this again. But we came up with this like gadget. So it's like a emoji that sticks to the back of your car window. When you press a button on your sun visor, it lights up in the back. Okay. So it was called like Carmoji. So it's like saying thank you to the person letting you in. And I like the worst part of it is I don't like physical goods. Like I'm not a physical products kind of a person. But we had it manufactured in China. We had a CM that we were working with. We had, you know, some small amounts of distribution. We had an angel investor that had put money in. We put money in. We lost money, but it was, you know, like the greatest learning experience just to like jump into that and like try to do it with full force.
Yeah.
And then I was doing pitch competitions where you pitch your business. And I was like winning. So I was getting to travel. It was awesome. And then it kind of like died down because you can't have 4 founders working on maybe like a 4 SKU product line.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's not like viable, right? And it's not a business, it's a project. So then I was working on another like startup with more of like a data science focused for finding insights for, I guess, businesses to see if they were viable. And that was cool. We did some like consulting projects, but it didn't turn into anything big. When I graduated college, I'm like, okay, I'll work with my family business a little bit and see what I want to do, which is restaurants.
Okay.
Totally different business.
Yeah.
And I had grown up working in the restaurant since I was 13.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, corporate office, let's see what's going on. And I kept getting really sick. And then that's when I found I had celiac. I was sick for like 2 months. I couldn't even like leave my bed.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm like, okay, I just like need to change things. And then I went back to tech and I started working with startups. And that was where I like learned my systems, operations, like how to be dangerous with a computer.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, so your family's in
pizza business.
Pizza business.
Yeah.
So when you were younger in high school, you wanted to go to these startup weekends.
Yeah.
What was that conversation like with you? Because like a lot of parents will turn around and be like no chance.
Don't skip school.
Not happening. Only this, yada yada. And like it seems like your parents were super supportive of like allowing you to do these things.
Yeah.
Like what was that conversation like?
So I've never been a school person.
Neither have I.
Yeah, I don't like love studying. I actually don't think I studied at all in college. Except for like the night before, I'd hire a tutor to teach me everything. I'd remember it for one test and then I would like forget it all. My mom is from Singapore. So like no one would think she was like, just do your best. But my mom was like, just do your best. I had like all A's and B's and like a couple of C's without studying. So that was great in all the honors and whatever classes. But like I was never going to be an academic.
Yeah.
And so my parents would just keep repeating to me, just finish school, just graduate college. Because they knew I wasn't like into that. But I mean, it was fun because you can kind of like work your way around the system.
Yeah.
My dad went with me to the first startup weekend pitch competition. So he knew what the event was.
Yeah.
And we went and we were like, this is cool. I'm like, oh, I like this. So they were super encouraging of it.
Yeah.
I looked at my like family lineage or like past generations. And I think I'm like the 4th or the 5th generation of entrepreneur on both sides. So like it really like this tree.
So it's almost like,
out.
It's almost like they understand entrepreneurship. Yeah. So it's like, hey, we know that school is not the most important thing.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
But it's important to finish and do what you're doing. But that's interesting because, I interview so many different people, like, and everyone's backgrounds are so different. And, for me specifically, like the mom was like, hey, you could do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it. Right. Like, and I feel like a lot of very successful entrepreneurs have parents that are that way, allowing like the kids to do what they enjoy.
Yeah.
Versus like, you have to do this.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. My parents were like, just graduate, just finish. They just kept repeating that to me. I wasn't going to drop out.
Yeah.
They really thought I was. And I don't know why they thought I was. I just found the quickest way to finish.
Yeah.
Like I really hacked the system in college. But my parents were both super supportive. In high school, I was like very involved. I did like all of the things.
Yeah.
Like all of the things. And and like in elementary school it was the same way. So they never thought I was going to be an academic.
Yeah.
Even though like half of my family's very academic.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
So what did you major in college?
Business, the second easiest major.
Business.
Yeah.
Do you take anything that you like learned from college to like your business now? It's interesting because like I had a mentor of mine one time tell me, I didn't go to college, right? So like I don't know,
Yeah.
So, but I had a mentor of mine tell me like if you're if you're a business person, you don't go to school for business.
No.
Because it's like, it doesn't make business sense. Like, it's the action of doing the actual business, right? Like, so I'm curious.
So college was just something I knew I had to complete. So I found like really sneaky ways to just get credits without having to do extra work.
Yeah.
So like in college, you can get credits for like doing independent studies. So I had a startup. I had a salaried job when I was in college. The company down over here hired me to like run a bunch of like educational events for them. I had a 4,500 person like meetup group called OC Tech HQ, and I was hosting like all of the events and all of the best events. And so I knew like everybody in OC Tech. That's how I met my husband. That's how Osama and I met.
What a trip.
He also was working in tech. And
he came to your event.
He came to my events. He's like, introduce me to the organizer. And I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Now we've been together for 10 years. So I just did so many things. So I would use each of those things and be like, hey, this is going to be an independent study. And like, sometimes the dean would sign off. Sometimes a professor would. They were so chill with it. I remember I traveled so much in college because my friend and I would find the cheapest flights for whatever like longest period of time we could take off. And we'd be like $500 to Japan. Let's go. And I would tell my professors and they'd be like, have fun.
What?
They'd be like, you're going to learn more there than here.
Yeah.
Have a good time. And I'm like, sounds good. See you later.
See you later.
I went to Chapman. They were so chill.
Yeah.
So I learned how to get what I wanted. And I was also working a lot. So you learn more by working anyways. But
That's cool.
I don't know about class.
Chapman's an interesting... I just spoke at Chapman, actually.
Oh, which group?
I spoke to 2 different groups, but one of them was the entrepreneur... I forget what their thing is. But yeah, I was like...
Leatherby Center for Entrepreneurship and Business
like
Ethics.
Yeah.
I worked there too. I had like a lot of jobs.
Yeah, and then to Dodge as
okay.
well. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So, which is like the best film school in the country or something like that. Yeah. It's crazy. So you've always been in that area then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I just happen to be in real estate.
Yeah.
Like, but startups is kind of my thing.
Yeah. So then fast forward, you're like, hey, I should get my real estate license for a side hustle.
Yeah.
You sell your first house, you get a commission check, and you're like, wait a second, this should not be a side hustle. Is that how that worked?
No.
Or how did that work?
So the pandemic, March 2020.
Yeah.
I got furloughed from my job, but I was still secretly working. But because the government was paying us, I had like a handshake with my CEO.
Yeah.
And I was running operations for that startup. And but I had like all this time. I had 3 jobs before the pandemic. I had my full-time tech job. I was doing real estate on the weekends and in the mornings and like whenever I could. And then I was also tutoring this kid for like 2 hours a day, 5 days a week in Newport. And I was getting paid like $50 an hour.
Yeah.
So I was stoked at the time. It was great. And then that all went away and I had all of this extra time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so I guess what am I going to do? I'm not like a relaxer. So when the pandemic hit, I'm like, I have all this energy to go somewhere. And I started posting on social media. And then like within a week, I got that one person who was like, oh, you're in Tustin? I'm in Tustin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll just do that. So I just started posting. And then I did my first transaction and I'm like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like I could just keep doing this. I could just sell a lot of homes. So I had time and I used it all for real estate. Then my first year, I think I sold like 18 homes between May and December.
That's amazing. So, and then when did you said you had hired your 17-year-old cousin to help you.
Yeah.
Like, when did you hire them?
She started like after my second video.
So
I don't like editing.
You're like, hey, I can't
do this. Jacqueline, do you want to help me? And she was so good.
Yeah.
So it was great. And she was 17.
And understood TikTok.
Yeah.
So does she still work with you?
She went to college.
Okay.
She's in San Diego. She'll be back in a year.
Hell yeah.
But she worked with me like all the way until like a year ago.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, okay, so so this is what's really interesting is you quickly saw something that worked and then you systemized it.
Yeah.
And you started posting on social media consistently. You were saying what, once a day, twice a day?
Once a day.
Once a day. so you were just out filming content all the time? Were you filming the content?
I was filming the content, sending it to her, and she was editing it. I was also showing homes like a madwoman. Like I remember one day I went from Sherman Oaks to South Orange County to Deep Riverside.
Oh gosh.
And I hated my life. It was terrible. I had my Model 3.
Yeah.
It really got me through so much. Thank God. I think I probably would have like fallen asleep on the road and died if I didn't have that car. And it saw hundreds of thousands of miles in a very short amount of time.
That's amazing. So did you like during that time, how are you, because there's a lot of people that are in that position right now, right? They're showing a bunch of homes. They want to create content, but they don't have time to do all of it. Like, so when you were showing these homes, were you creating the content as you were showing the homes, or was it a separate thing? Like, what does that look like?
Okay, so if I was working 7 days a week. I worked 7 days a week, every single moment that my eyes were awake, except for maybe like 2 or 3 hours a week for probably 2 years.
Yep.
I hired an assistant. So May, I sold my first house. June, I was like, hey, maybe even by the end of May, I'm like, okay, cousin, let's do this. Because I think I started posting before I sold. My first house that I sold was from my work friend in a tech company.
Okay, yeah.
And so my cousin started like right away. By August, I had someone who was like a part-time assistant that I was paying hourly to schedule my showings. Because so like if you were around in 2020, we had the PED form.
Yep.
You had to grovel to get a showing appointment.
Yep.
Like it was impossible just to get an appointment to see a house.
Yeah.
So I had to have her on the back end on the weekends, being able to like navigate if things change, right?
Yep.
It was crazy. And so I had her for a few months or like 4 months. And then I had so many like leads coming in January of 21. I hired I hired a new assistant, and then she became like an agent. Okay. So then she was working some of the buyers with me.
Yeah. And
then that agent within like 3 months became a full-time agent. Now he's my lead agent, Patrick.
That's sick.
So I just like build teams. Like I really like hiring people.
Yeah.
I don't like the process, but I like having the people putting the systems in place.
Yeah, and then giving them the SOPs and letting them operate. So then you're in 21, you hired, you got an agent, basically a buyer's agent that's working with you. You're starting to build a team and probably not even realizing that you're building like a true team, right?
Yeah.
When did you decide I'm going to build Reframe? Well, you went from like
first team to
Compass, then you built Reframe. Yeah,
because no one understood what I was doing in the beginning. Like, I loved that office, but everyone's like, why is she posting so much on social media?
Yep.
And I'm like, guys, you should all be doing it.
And they're like, yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
We're selling houses, thanks. Yep. I know that feeling.
Yeah. And then I moved to Compass, and people, I remember like people in that office were like, oh, are you looking to join a team? I'm like, I have a team. We did like 30 million. Like, I hope that's okay. Which at the time I thought was low, but it was not. It was pretty good as like my first year in real estate.
Yeah, it's great.
And like my first full year. And so we were at Compass for 2 years, and that was actually like a really great office. I'm still have some of my best friends from that office. Awesome. And then I always said, I'm like, I'm not leaving Compass until I start my own brokerage.
Right.
And then one day I was complaining about something on the phone.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a side partner, and I didn't know. And she's like, what's your volume? And I'm like, 40 million. And she's like, let's talk. She's like, you could do this. And I looked him up, and I knew, I'm like, this is the fit for me.
Yeah.
Like for me, I want to be around like what the best people are doing. Yep. Right. I think being around other brokerage owners helps you grow faster and like understand how you can do better, or even just business owners, you know? So I joined, and I launched in 2023. Yeah. Now it's been 2.5 years.
That's amazing. And you've absolutely crushed it with Reframe.
Thanks.
Your team, how many people do you have on your team now?
I have 7 agents.
Yep.
And I just hired an ops manager. So client operations. That was like the new hire for me. I have an EA and who's in office. I have some social media help, and then I have 2 VAs.
And you guys will hit, what, about 100 million this year?
Yeah. Hopefully, or more.
Or more.
Yeah.
We say more. We say more.
We say more. Yeah. Last year we did 88.
Yep.
With a couple extra agents. And this year we're at 65 right now.
Oh, you'll crush.
Yeah, and we're 28% up year to date.
Great.
So that,
which is amazing because most people are down.
That's what I've been hearing.
Which is insane, right? And all your, I think this is an important piece, is like, have you changed much of what you've been doing?
I'm not changing the overall structure of what I'm doing, but I'm focused more on growing my agent. So I'm not like everybody join Reframe.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll meet 10 people and maybe one person I'll hire. And if they're not working out, then I'm like, it's not working out.
Yep.
I want a team of all-star agents, and I think the direction that we're going towards more aggressively is, we have a really, really special experience with the processes and the systems that we have with our clients.
Yeah.
And so if you want this experience, then you come to Reframe. If you're like, I don't care, I just need an agent to rep me, then we're probably not the agents for you. You're going to be like, why are you overwhelming me with teaching and education? You know? But I think so we're going to lean more into that and like more of a white glove experience.
I love that. I think what's interesting is like you found a process that really worked, and then you just rinse and repeat it over and over and over and over again. And that's like what happens is it compounds with growth, right? Like,
totally.
Like you have some more wins, everything, and then you just keep doing the same thing. And you hire another agent, another 2 agents that take that and compound that. It just adds to everything. So, which is freaking amazing. I think that's the key here is like find a system, find a process, stick with it, and then just go long term. Yeah,
it's like keep tweaking your system, keep tweaking your process. But a lot of people give up too early. And if you just continue going, like it will work out as long as you're getting it a little bit better every single day.
I love that. I have 2 more questions for you. One question is where can people find you and connect with you?
I am on TikTok at SoCal_realtor. And then I'm on Instagram at Realtor Kina. And I'm on YouTube. So
what's your YouTube?
I want to shit.
Hell yeah.
We just posted our first video and it had like 33,000 views. And I'm like, how did that happen? I didn't even clean up my channel yet. It's either at SoCal Realtor or at Realtor Kina. It's one of the other.
Perfect. Perfect. And then my next question for you is if someone's getting in the industry right now and wants to get into social media, wants to build a business using social media, what would your advice be?
So I think a lot of people, when they look at social media, they want to be really cool and viral.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to be cool? This office, cool. You're cool. I for social media, you have to exude the type of person you are on the inside.
Yep.
On the inside, I'm pretty much the same person. I'm going to wear my Vans every day. Yep. I have like 4 outfits that I wear. I just want to like live my life and keep building things.
Yeah.
And I really like giving knowledge and education and information. So that's what I post on social media. Then when I meet clients, it makes it really easy for them to work with me and the whole relationship. I think in real estate, when you start, people think you have to be like luxury or you have to be, you're like, what am I exuding? Am I acting okay? And real estate is not like that. It's like a long-term sport, So I think I hate like the authentic self, but just be your like best version of who you are and what you want to attract. And then that's who you'll find. Yeah.
I mean, because it is true though. Like if you're authentic, right? Like it's exactly what you said. You said it in such a great way is like, if you're authentic, when you meet the people, you're the same person. It's not like you're catfishing somebody, It's like, which is like what happens sometimes, especially 100%. In real estate where like their headshots are from like 30 years ago.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And that's generous.
Exactly. But like, it's interesting, like, because, I think that's such an important piece for your business specifically that I think a lot of people skip is like, you're converting at a high volume because you are who you are on social and in person.
Yes.
Which is so important. And I think that's like such a key gem that a lot of people will skip over.
Like the conversion is exponentially easier because they know who we are.
Yeah.
And by the way, then all of their friends also match the personality, and then they can give us referrals and their family and everything. So
I love that.
And it's not like a miserable experience.
Yeah. I love that so much. I appreciate you so much for being on.
Hey, I appreciate you for asking me to be on this. This is awesome.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.